I had to fight with myself to make dinner tonight because it was one of those days where it was just in my head. I was thinking, I do not want to cook so freaking bad, but I don't want to go spend money. So I'm being an adult, parenting myself and saying we got food at home. Sometimes you just have to do what feels like the hard thing in the moment to make your life easier in the long run. It's better to be uncomfortable now and be secure later than to be comfortable now and insecure later. Honestly, I went kind of crazy for dinner tonight for a night that I swore up and down I didn't want to cook. I got some hamburger beef and I put my pepper onion mix in with an egg and some seasoning, and with this I am gonna make some nice little burger patties. I then started washing, peeling, and cutting my potatoes because a whole bag of russet potatoes is $1.50 at the store. And that sets us good for like pretty much the rest of the week. I'm planning on cooking all of this on the same sheet pan, so the smaller that you cut the potatoes, the better, because they need to cook kind of quick with everything else. So I'll throw them in a little bowl with some olive oil, some salt, some pepper, and some burger seasoning, and mix all of that together real nice. Now it's time to get my beautiful sheet pan easy dinner meal ready. I split the hamburger up in 2 evenly shaped balls, and then I'm actually gonna stuff these babies with cheese. Like, hold on, let her cook, okay? So then I separated the balls in half and I flattened out the first half, and then I put my little cheese cube in the middle, and then I covered it with more hamburger. I really thought I pulled through and slayed with this one because it was literally so easy, and I was like, oh my gosh. A pepper cheese stuffed burger? Are you kidding me? Gordon Ramsay who? Now that I got my burgers set up on the sheet pan, I am gonna line my potatoes up next to the burgers. I'm sure you could have different pans if you had like a way bigger oven than my little tiny toaster oven, but this is one of the only pans that fits. So I lined the potatoes up, and then I just grabbed a bag of broccoli and lined the pan up with the broccoli, put some oil and some seasoning on it, and then I set the oven at like 400 or like 425 degrees. Oh yeah, 425. And I put it in for like 40-ish minutes and just let them cook. The cheese kind of exploded out of one of them, but I just gave that one to Zane because that's called the cheese tax for cooking. And I also forgot that I made my own freaking rolls the other day, so I cut them babies up in half and used those for my burger buns, because now that I'm making my own bread, I always plan my meals around when I make bread, and I've been lazy lately, okay? I've been doing so much work on Instacart that I haven't been making my bread lately, and I know I really should be, but I just see good orders pop up and I'm like, ugh, I want to go out. Okay, anyways, I'm getting off track. So we didn't have any ketchup, so we had to use barbecue sauce, which at first I was like really disappointed. I was like, oh, like we have to use barbecue sauce, but it was actually so good with the peppers and the cheese and the lettuce. Oh my gosh. Good morning, friends. Our water froze up again. Our water's been freezing up every single morning. Yesterday, it did not unfreeze on its own, which it normally does. I went to go and put our little heater underneath the flap, because underneath the flaps where all the storage area is where all of the water pipes are. So I'm just gonna put this heater under there on high and wait for the pipes to unthaw. I forgot a huge part of unfreezing the water means unhooking the hose and bringing it in, because the whole hose is probably frozen right now. Here is the system we have going on. I pulled the heater all the way up as far as it would go, and then I put the little drain pieces in the bathtub. Since all of the water is frozen and I've been avoiding doing all of this laundry, I actually took all of this to the campground laundromat because I was like so far behind on laundry, and with my little washer I did not want to have to do so many loads of laundry. So I got all of these done in like 3 loads, and they've been sitting on the floor for way too long. It's time to fold them. This is also so off topic, but does anybody know how to get these freaking kinks out of my rug? It always moves and kinks up so bad. I want to like this blue rug that we have on the floor, but I do not like it. At this point, I'm so annoyed with it because it flaps up and flies around everywhere. I just completed a $27 Instacart order. It took me about an hour, so I would say that is pretty good. I really just need to focus on myself, so I invested in a HotWorks membership, and if you don't know what HotWorks is, it's like basically you're just working out in a sauna. They have videos up on the screen that you can follow along during your workout, but I typically like to do my own thing. I have been eating my HotWorks membership up. They had a promo online where they had a $5 joining fee, which was normally like $100 for a limited time. So I went ahead and did it, and it only cost me like $54 to start for this month. But they didn't tell me that I had to buy a mat from them in order to start working out there, which was another $50. But at this point, I'm invested. I have to follow through, right? And they also didn't tell me until after I had already paid that I'm locked into a 6-month contract, and if I want to break it early, then I have to pay $100. So your girl is using her membership every single day. I have been loving it so much, and it's only $60 a month. It genuinely is worth it to me in order to just focus on myself and focus on who I am as an instructor with nobody else around in a heated space. I also noticed there's less of an impact when I'm in the heated room and doing my contortion, so I don't actually get as sore. And a plus is that they have this really nice high pressure rainfall shower. I am so in love. It's so easy to just shower before I come home. It just really is so nice, and they even have nice towels. I got this oil spray from Walmart to really try and fix my dry ends on my hair, and it's really been working. I went to the Bargain Mart just to get a few things that I felt like I wanted, and I've been kind of sporadic with my grocery shopping lately. I know next month I really do want to lock in to start like budgeting and grocery shopping more efficiently. I've been there before where I've had like my whole budget set out, my whole grocery shop planned. So I really just need to get back to that point. Right now I'm just kind of going crazy, but I'm ready to start moving past this phase of just being so reckless. And when I say I'm being reckless, it's not like I'm being so crazy. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to the grocery store without a list. Oh my god, so crazy. Now I'm just making my healthy cookie recipe that my bestie Callie gave me. Shout out to Callie. She gave it to me like a year or longer ago, and they've been my go-to recipe. So I'll put the recipe up on the screen for you guys. Definitely recommend it. I've been loving coming back to my videos and taking a screenshot of the recipes and then just like using those on my phone for my recipes now. It honestly is for me too. And I eventually want to get to a point where I like spend one day just prepping healthy desserts and my breads and my tortillas, and then just having that throughout the week, kind of like a meal prep idea. I really need to get on that, but I just haven't been in that grind phase yet, and I know I will get there, okay? I'm still trying to figure out my little Instacart life balance. But tell me why I'm making so much more money in so much less time on Instacart. It's crazy. Okay, honestly, she's looking very cute for being such an easy dinner. We're just having some spaghetti with green beans. We had this last week, but I really didn't feel like cooking, and also, who doesn't whip out the easy spaghetti at least once a week? Since I haven't been working the last 2 days, I'm just picking up Instacarts whenever I feel like going out, which is honestly really nice. But I grinded last week, and last week I made $550, which is more than I ever could have made at that grocery store. But then again, I also have to factor in gas. But that's the great thing about the Toyota Camry, is it does really good on gas. I sat in the grocery store parking lot for like 10 minutes, no orders except for really bad ones, so I'm just gonna go home. I've made $42 today, everybody, 42, and I already cashed out some to buy groceries. Overall, I'm learning that being an adult is really expensive. I always have to buy groceries. I always have to buy gas. We just had to put new tires on the car because we were literally wobbling around with no tread on the outside parts of the tires. So we had to get all 4 new tires for the car, which ended up costing like $360 plus a $120 alignment. Being an adult is just so expensive. Oh, also I wanted to show you the Valentine's Day gift I got Zane. The cup is full of candy, the batteries are for his Xbox controller, and the balloon says I love you a latte because the cup is for our at-home lattes. And also a runner says hi. Anyways, thank you friend for sticking till the end, and I will see you next week.